What's good, YouTube? Got Pip TV. So did y'all ever get to see Surviving R. Kelly, the part two of it? Because I think they broke this shit down to like three segments or some crazy shit. But I think last night was like a part two. So what do y'all think about that, huh? I told you Kel's been doing this shit for years, man. I mean, and then what's crazy? What's crazy on YouTube? I've been catching a lot of weird ass people trying to blame all this shit on like the little girls. Like, hey, it's half they fault that it was dead. If they hadn't been so fast in the ass, they shouldn't have been there. Hey man, everybody been young before. Y'all corny people on the half end of the screen has been young before. Y'all know y'all did not make the best decision making when you was young. So for you to sit on here and try to judge these little girls on what they did 20 years ago, like your dumb simple ass never did dumb simple shit 20 years ago, 15, 10 years ago, whatever the case may be. I mean, then you're being hypocritical. You're a hypocrite. I mean, you can't turn this situation into something that you know and your dumb ass probably done went through. Not saying they situation. All I'm saying is that you cannot put all this blame on these little girls, man. I mean, goddamn, Kel's a grown rusty ass man. Y'all don't want to put no blame on him though. What y'all rather do is throw shade at the parents. Granted, it is the parents' fault. I mean, if you ever notice through all this bullshit, you ain't heard nobody parents come forward and be like, well, I mean, with my child this, or I was there with my child, so I know this is not true. Not saying this is what happens when you don't take better care of your children, but shit like this do happen. I mean, so at the end of the day, who can they be mad at outside of themselves? The parents can't be mad at nobody but themselves. I mean, and for those that make these ignorant comments, it only don't matter to you is because you have never had to go through it. But once your little daughter ends up running across an R. Kelly, or your little daughter ended up running across one of these child molested pedophile ass niggas, then and only then will it become a problem. But until then, there will never be no problem because everybody eats shit up. Like, I mean, and then granted too, under the same breath, I'm not gonna be one sided on this situation. The media has a lot to do with people intaking how they take the situation. I mean, the whole time Kel was going to court for this little tape situation with this little girl, why did it take them 6 years to put this shit back in court? It took them 6 years to put it back in court. By this time, the little 15-year-old is 21. I mean, come on, man. And then you can't expect a jury to look at a 21-year-old but feel the same sympathy as if she was 15. If you had to put a 15-year-old on that stand, it would have been a whole different outlook. And then people said it's like R. Kelly wasn't found guilty. Come on, B. You got to understand, for all the dumb fucks that don't know no better, it wasn't like R. Kelly wasn't found not guilty. They just couldn't. They knew it was R. Kelly in the tape. They just could not prove how old a little girl was in the tape. They could not prove it. So it wasn't like this nigga got off like scotch free or I mean, they did not come up with. They didn't come up since Sparkle's niece said it wasn't her. I mean, they couldn't find the girl that was in the video supposedly. Everybody knows it was Sparkle's niece. Sparkle said it was her niece. But they couldn't come up with the little mysterious girl in the video to come up with the age, so that was the only reason they released him because everybody else in the video looked at her age. So it was not like, no, it wasn't like this nigga just got off. I mean, he's a guilty man. It was just circumstances put his shit where he ended up walking in the end. It's not like he was innocent and end up being innocent in the end and end up walking. He was guilty. And with Long having money and a lot of bullshit, the trial got turned around, flipped upside down, whatever the case may be. And he ended up being walking out down an innocent man, but a free man. It's a difference between being an innocent man and a free man. He walked out as a free man, not an innocent man. So to all these nutcracker buffoons out here that's thinking, well, if he was guilty, he would be in jail. Ah, the nigga supposed to be in jail. Sparkle's niece kind of helped R. Kelly from going to jail, which I don't know what was going on with them around that time. I don't know what Sparkle's niece had going on, besides the fact she was young and her parents was sucking up so much of Kel's money to probably sweep this shit under the rug. Let's not make no promotion about this shit. We gonna just let this shit rock itself out. You move out here in Peru. We gonna set you up a little townhouse out here in Peru, and when the smoke clears, you'll come back. Hey, I guess that's what happened. But Kels is not an innocent man, man. Y'all niggas need to leave that bullshit on this internet alone. Screaming all you need to put some of the blame on these little girls. If it had been your daughter, nigga, would you want to put some of the blame on her? Fuck no, you fuck boy. Chill with the bullshit, man. This guy Pip TV, man. Kels got y'all brainwashed.